Where's the snow?
It's snow here. It's not. It's very cold out.
Too cold for no snow.
But there's no snow.
Why is Mexico getting snow?
Wait, Mexico's getting snow?
Yeah,
What?
New Orleans is getting snow.
What?
Tallahassee's getting snow. But are we getting snow in Wisconsin? No. There's nothing here.
Man, this sucks.
It is January 24th, and there's no snow. But you know what there is? Awards!
The Year Awards, everyone.
Year Awards. And this is 2024's edition. Even though it's not that anymore. It's dead.
It's dead.
Rest in peace, 2024. And now we kick it off to the other ones that are doing the show. Take it away, guys. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, the show you haven't watched in 8 years, but you're still subscribed to it because you forgot to unsubscribe. My name is Jason, and with me is Micah.
I'm Micah.
And we're here with the well, you heard it, the awards.
The Year of the Year Awards.
Shout out to 2024 for being the year of 2024. With that, let's get into the categories. So the first category is Tweet of the Year. Tweet of the year.
Oh wait. Oh shoot! I forgot about the Tweet of the Year. Let me pull up the Tweet of the Year. All right. Tweet of the Year has been pulled up.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
Twitter, the only place where well-articulated sentences still get misinterpreted. You can say, I like pancakes, and someone will say, so you hate waffles? No, bitch, that's a whole new sentence. What the fuck is you talking about?
Thank you to Cooley Bravo for that awesome tweet.
Congratulations.
On to the next category, movie we didn't watch of the year. This is a movie that we didn't watch that came out in 2024. I'm gonna start with my number 6 pick, If.
I mean, nothing else really say about it. It's just If. What if this movie actually did well? Ooh. I don't know if it did or didn't. I
doubt it. I mean, it's If.
Yeah, that's
no
true.
one saw it.
My, just like my number 6 pick, Kraven the Hunter.
Boo.
Yeah.
By boo, I mean yeah.
Kraven the Hunter. I don't like the poster. It really is weird.
You don't like man staring at you?
No, I don't like.
Aw, I like it when men stare at me.
It's weird.
My number. Oh, where did I? What happened? I must have accidentally touched the side of the screen. My number 5 pick is Lord of the Rings: The War of the Rohirrim. It looked cool, but also not cool.
Not cool enough to pay $20 for.
No, not really. I mean, I almost wanted to go see it a little bit, but I didn't want to go see it a lot of it.
Fair enough. Unlike my number 5 pick, Madam Web.
Whoa!
It's a movie. I mean, that I didn't see because it's $20 to see a movie now.
Yep. My number 4 pick, The Wild Robot. It's about a robot who is wild, allegedly.
Wild, that's wild, dude.
It's on my list because we were watching every DreamWorks movie this year, and then that one came out right after we finished all of them, and we didn't see it because movies are $20, and I'm already going to buy the Blu-ray for $30, except I actually haven't bought the Blu-ray. I'm a fake fan. I'm a fake DreamWorks fan. I apologize.
My number 4 pick is Joker, because what is it?
It's French. Let me see the title.
Le Fond de l'Audax. This movie looks so stupid and just awful, and
it has a Lady Gaga in it.
Yeah, so I think it'd be
honorable
funny to
mentions
watch.
to Lady Gaga.
Good job.
Probably. My number 3 pick is Kraven the Hunter.
Whoa.
I picked it because it is part of the Morbiverse, and I think that's funny. Speaking of the Morbiverse, Moment of silence for the Morbiverse. May you rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Morbiverse.
And with that, we're back with your number 3 pick.
Is Venom: The Last Dance. Rest in peace.
Cue song.
Morbiverse.
Another moment of silence for the Morbiverse. And with that, my number 2 pick is Venom: The Last Dance. Man, rest in peace, Morbiverse.
Yeah,
Can we get a moment of silence for the Morbiverse? Yeah, I mean, it looks kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they were making more of them, though.
Yeah, if only.
If only movies didn't cost $20, I maybe would have gone and seen it.
My number 2 pick is Alien Romulus. Looks like a really cool movie.
Probably good.
Yes.
Allegedly.
We can't wait to watch the Alien movie so I can watch this one.
But first, we have to watch Blue Sky.
Oh boy.
Don't watch Robots. My number 1 pick for movie we didn't watch of the year, Madame Web!
Woo!
Let's go! This movie looks awesome! But it costs $20 to see it. But on that note, the Morbiverse is dead. So can we get a morbid of silence for the Morbiverse? Thank you, everyone, for your respect.
I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Which leads to my number 1 pick, The Wild Robot.
Whoa.
That movie looks super cool, and I would love to see it if movies didn't cost $20.
Can we get a moment of silence for $20 movies? Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good number 1 pick. But we have to pick the number 1 pick. The number 1 pick of all time. And by all time, I mean of the year.
And that pick goes to Madame Web.
Madame Web. Yeah, that one.
Congratulations, Madame Web, for winning the
I wasn't expecting that.
Movie we didn't watch of the year.
You will get a certificate. Next category is Movie of the Year.
My number 6 pick is Orion in the Dark. I only picked this one because I've only seen 6 movies this year, and that just so happened to be one of them. This movie sucks. I hate it. It's awful. It's terrible. Do not see this movie. It sucks so much.
I regret to inform you that is not my number 6 pick. My number 6 pick is, again, a situation of only watching 6 new releases this year. Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. What's your next pick? I don't want to talk about
that. My next pick is Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate.
I don't want to talk about it!
Yes. It's really bad, but at least I had more fun watching it than Orion in the Dark.
I disagree, because my number 5 pick is Orion in the Dark. It was boring, but not... Okay, it was a little bad. Actually, it was really bad. But it wasn't soul-crushing and soul-sucking and soul-destroying like Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. I have never felt more shame watching a movie. I have never felt more anti-capitalist watching a movie. Actually, that was false. The Uncharted movie made me feel pretty anti-capitalist.
Me too.
Hurry up. The audience is clicking off because it's dead air.
My number 4 pick is Kung Fu Panda 4.
Whoa. Guess what my number 4 pick is?
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Incorrect. It is actually Kung Fu Panda 4.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't really... I thought it was a super mediocre, and it was like nothing. It felt like nothing. I don't know. I didn't like it too much. For Kung Fu Panda, it's like you gotta make it good, and this just wasn't good.
I mean, the third one was already quite unnecessary.
Yeah.
And then they made a 4th one, which was less necessary than that. It's like they made a whole movie to set up more movies that they might make in the future, but they don't really know yet, because the Fox girl might be the new character.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't care.
People don't like Awkwafina. I don't know why. This is the only thing I've seen her in. She was okay. I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about?
Not only the number 3 pick, Dune Part 2. It was really...
I didn't see this one.
It was really cool to see in IMAX. It was just kind of just felt very boring to me. I don't know. Like, the cinematics were really cool. Like, the set pieces were really cool. The setting was really cool, but I don't know. The acting was super boring, and I didn't really understand what was going on.
Sounds like a Dune movie.
Yep.
I keep looking at the wrong category. My number 3 pick is Red vs. Blue Restoration. Technically a movie. They didn't release it episodically as far as I know. It's pretty good. It's a good conclusion, a real conclusion. Unlike the 4 other conclusions to the show. It has meaningful character moments. Everyone gets their chance to shine. And writing is really good again.
Yeah, I still think the second conclusion is my favorite conclusion.
Can you specify to the audience which one that is?
I think that's the end of season 13.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't put that one on the list because I completely forgot that's a movie.
Which is understandable because it's weird that it is.
My number 2 pick is Mad Max Furiosa.
Hey. That's mine too.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's like we're the same person.
It's a cool movie. I hope they continue making Mad Max movies because they're very good.
Yes, just maybe don't wait 10 years to make them. That was a little much. With that, my number 2... Wait, I just said my number 2. It's Furiosa. What's your number 1 pick?
Our number 1 pick...
Oh, wait, we have the same number 1 pick.
Yes, our number 1
Number 1 pick is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It's a very good movie. It has very good action. It has very good plot and very good characters. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
I like it very much. Go see it. Go pay $20 or more to see it. Take your kids.
Emphasis on the or more. It needs to beat Mufasa.
Please beat Mufasa. It is really, it's so good. Take your kids to see it. Take everyone you know to see it.
Take your kids, take your teens, take your babies, take your spouses, take your grandmas, take your grandpas. Yes. And with that, the movie of the year goes to Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Moving on to a way more important category, Album of the Year. Now, this one's going to be really fun because you don't listen to music.
Nope.
So, I will start with number 6, Warp Speed Warriors by Dragon Force. I believe that came out in January, and it was a pretty good start to the year. It wasn't like their best album, but it was good. It was the first one with their new bassist, which is cool. Other than that, it was typical Dragon Force.
Good to see that they're still making music.
Since you also don't have a number 5, I will go again. My number 5 is Project Regeneration Volume 2 by Static X. It's a Static X is good. I don't think they've been bad ever, so it's another good one. Still confused on who's singing because it credits their original singer who is dead now, but it credits their new singer who isn't dead, and I don't know who's singing when because they sound the same, and I don't know how that even works, how an old singer is still here 2 albums into after he died.
Yeah.
Like, one album I can get because, you know, like Cliff Burton was still credited for a song Injustice even though he was dead, but he didn't play on it. It would have been confused. Like, that's kind of what it feels like. If Cliff Burton played on that one song even though he was dead, that's what it feels like. How is he credited?
Yeah, what
Someone
the
explain that to me.
I don't know either. Which I guess what brings me to my number 4 pick, The Other Day Fragments of Us, which technically isn't an album, it's an EP, but I didn't listen to anything else, so I just threw it on here.
That's okay.
Good.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, no, it was like, it was good.
I really like it.
Yeah.
If we were including EPs, it would be in this top 6.
I just need to listen to more of it, but I just haven't.
Well, my number 4 is actually an album. You're going to be mad it's this low. It's Smile by Porter Robinson.
Yeah.
Because Honestly, that middle is just a little bit weak for me. When talking about like best of the year, it's still a phenomenal album. Almost as good as Worlds, but nothing will beat My Nostalgia.
That will lead me to my number 3 pick, which is Zeal and Aldor's Grief.
I forgot about this one, so that's why it's not on my list.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. It's just very forgettable, unlike their self-titled one that came out a couple of years ago, which I really like. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing really to this one. Nothing that really stood out to me, but I thought it was like, still pretty solid because it's Zeal and Aldor. So.
All right. Well, my number 3 pick is Dark Matter by Pearl Jam, which there's going to be a theme in my top 3 of bands that shouldn't still be making music because they're old, still making music that's really, really good. This is one of them. I don't know how old they are, but they're really old for musicians who are still making this good of music. Very solid, very fun to listen to. It's just more Pearl Jam, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Now, my number 2 pick is The End Is Where We Begin Reignited by TFK.
I'm surprised it's this high.
I mean,
I liked it, but it wasn't like...
It's The End Is Where We Begin with like really cool singers, which is an album that I already like. So, I guess that's why it's so high. But yeah, like the new singers are cool. They did take out some like really interesting like little tiny songs that were in the album that kind of made it stand out and feel a bit special, but it's whatever. They did put a weird trailer song at the end of it, like a remix, like a trailer remix, which I don't really care for that. But other than that, it was pretty cool.
All right. And with that, my number 2. I keep saying "and with that." I am a true presenter. I should replace Jeff Keighley.
I think so too.
Because and with that, number 2 is Mantras by Alien Ant Farm. I forgot it was good. I listened to it once when it came out, thought it was okay, and then again when we were doing this video, and I'm like, oh no, it's more than okay. It's like their third best album, I think. It's very good. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's another band that feels like they're too old to be making music, but they still make music, and they still make good music.
That's good to hear, because my number 1 pick is Smile by Porter Robinson.
Whoa, didn't see that coming.
Yeah, no, I've been listening to Porter Robinson for a couple of years now. I think he's really, really good, and I think that this album is a good cap off to his career if he stops making music. I would be perfectly fine with that, honestly.
Me too.
Which brings us to the music album of the year.
Can I do my number 1?
Oh, I thought you did it.
No.
Okay.
He doesn't want me to tell you my number 1 pick. That's sad.
Just say it.
Full Bloom by 311. Like I said, another band that just keeps making music, and it's really good. I don't know if I like it more than Voyager, only because it's like significantly shorter. Like, it's barely longer than their mini album that was intentionally a mini album. But it's really good, and what's here is like super fun. Like, played it in my car like 20 times when it came out. It's a good time. I especially like the first song.
Good, because that brings us to our music album of the year.
Yes, which I, despite it being number 4 in my list, I think it does go to Porter Robinson just because it's like,
It's really good.
Yes, it's really good. He takes his time. You can feel the effort, and the fact that it's one person,
Yeah.
for the most part, that's very impressive. I mean, it's also impressive that these bands that are 80 years old, like, are making music, but that happens often enough to where it's not too impressive.
They already have 1 million awards.
Yeah.
So this one goes to Porter Robinson. Good
job. Two thumbs up.
Two of them. Good job.
And with that, on to the next category, which is Scott the Woz Video of the Year.
Everyone knows Scott the Woz is just the best YouTuber ever.
There's legitimately 0 YouTubers better than Scott the Woz.
So we decided to dedicate a whole category to him.
Correct.
Now, my number 6 pick is now loading. I think this is a really cool episode. I think it talks about a topic that no one really thinks about when even gaming, is the history of load times and loading screens. And you think it's actually a lot more interesting than you think.
Agreed. However, my number 6 pick is a little video called Gamer Products, where Scott talks about products made for gamers. It's a very weird little industry, so seeing someone explore it, especially someone like Scott, because he doesn't seem like the type of guy who would get into that stuff. So, yeah, it was fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, you don't really realize how much the weird gamer products kind of seep into our everyday lives until someone really points it out. So very, very good and insightful video. Which leads me to my number, was it 5 pick? Yeah, 5 pick. Collection Edition, 2nd edition. I thought this was, a pretty good update video, and because since Collection Editions have kind of changed over the years and they've gotten very different. So I think it's really cool that there's an update video and it, highlights the weird collector's editions that are out there.
Well, I didn't think that. I didn't even put that one on the list. Because my number 5 is same name, different game. A topic not talked about nearly enough. And of course, Scott put his fun spin on it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the topic especially. I think that's part of the reason why it's so high. It also helps that Scott is cool.
He is very cool.
Now we gotta hurry up before the camera battery runs out.
My number 4 pick is Super Mario 64 DS. Really cool comparison video.
Hey,
and good update.
My number 4 pick is Super Mario 64 DS. Really cool video and a cool update or whatever you said.
Yep. Which leads me to my number 3 pick, movies for game consoles. Really cool for people who like games or movies. It gives a little good history of movies on video game consoles. So I think it's a must-watch for anyone interested in either one of those things.
Guess what my number 3 pick is?
The same thing.
Yeah! Isn't that awesome? It's like we're the same person.
Almost like, unless your number 2 pick is gamer products. Well, I know it isn't because you already said that.
Well, it is.
No, it's not. I thought you already said gamer products.
I did.
Oh, okay.
The joke was lost. Go.
All right, and then which leads me to my number 1.
What? No.
Pick.
You have to explain. You just said 2 and then lost.
Well, you're telling me to hurry up, so I'm hurrying up.
No, tell about number 2.
The Gamer Products is a really cool video. Like I said before, it highlights the things that you don't really notice how gaming culture has changed over the years.
Okay, actually, you did say something. Never mind. Number 2 for me is budget gaming. I thought Scott did a really good job of making a fun video about something that's very depressing. Because it's depressing how expensive things are. I remember when I could walk into a game store and buy like a GameCube game. Can't do that anymore.
Can't do that, no.
And what is your number? Well, we have the same number 1 pick.
Same number 1 pick, which is
Wii U Downfall of a Downfall Part 2. The downward spiral continues.
Can't wait for Part 3.
And with that, we're going to leave before the battery dies and come back when the battery is not dead. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait, now.
Where's the snow, guys? There's no snow out here. Look at this. Look at all the grass. There's not enough snow. It is January. These should be covered in snow. But look, there's no snow here. Do you see any snow? I don't see where the snow is. Okay, there's a little over here. There's not that much snow. I don't know why there isn't any snow, dude. It's January, and there's no snow. It's just this. This is all the snow we got. I don't know why, because I wanted snow, okay? I don't like snow, but I like snow. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just have things like that. What do you think? Why is there no snow? Why is there no snow?
Yeah,
why?
Wait for me!
Isn't this cool?
It's really cool.
It's like it's got a handle.
I like it. It smells nice.
It does. This is the 2024 candle. Sponsored by no one. And with that, The next category. Welcome back. The next category. YouTube video of the year.
All right.
This was the hardest one to do because there was like a billion good videos this year. Because YouTubers are sweet.
Yes, and
except for us, we suck.
And we also we have our own little YouTubers that we follow, so it's probably not going to be we can't watch all of them. So keep that in mind.
And also keep in mind that not only was the list to pick from really large, but our tastes in YouTube are like more varied than our tastes in other things. So this might be the hardest one to pick a top winner for. But without further ado, I will start off with number 6, TGI Fridays Frozen Foods by Brutal Moose.
Whoa!
Not only was it extraordinarily entertaining, but like the editing,
phenomenal.
Like Brutal Moose, I think, is the best editor on the platform. It's not like I don't know how he thinks of all the things to put in the video. And like the green screen, he's like half the reason why we do the green screen, because he just uses it so well and we don't. But he also has a bunch of fun little jokes, and this one has a plot. There's a plot to the food review.
It's very ambitious for Brutal Moose. I'm really glad he's kind of like experimenting in a lot of these things. It's just so at this point you don't even care about the food review. You just care about what kind of weird things he's gonna edit in for his reviews. Phenomenal video, I do agree.
And just to say, that is number 6. It gets better from there, which is insane to think about, because that was an early year addition to our list.
It was, yes. It kind of almost inspired this whole thing, actually.
I think it was the one, yeah. We saw that and we're just like, we need to make an awards show just for Bruno.
All right, my number 6 is Sonic Destruction Episode 1 Full Animation by YZAI.
That one is...
I'd never laughed harder in my life, honestly.
I would have put it here if... the only reason I didn't is because it is technically somewhat of a re-upload in which it uses audio that has already existed.
But the animations...
That's how picky I'm getting.
The animations are super good, though. And
it is. And it's reliving... Because, for context, for those who don't know, it's an animation of a live fan dub of an AI-created Sonic fan fiction done by Snapcube. And this is just someone animating the sequences.
Yes.
And it's
it's really cool.
It's so good.
Yeah, because you of course while you're listening to the read along, you're imagining it like a book, and so for someone to actually interpret it, all of that in animation is really good. I can't wait for part 2, hopefully coming out this year.
Hopefully. Well, next up is my number 5. How Metal Gear Solid 3 Breaks You by Dumbsville. This one was more... I mean, the video's good, of course, but I also put it on just for, personal achievement, because Dumbsville, if you can't tell by his name, isn't the most serious YouTuber. So when he released his third very, very well done Metal Gear Solid review, I was impressed, I was kind of floored by thinking of when I found him, he was doing Alpha and Omega reviews and putting a bunch of memes and bass boosts in the video and saying fuck a lot. But now he's analyzing one of the hardest to analyze series of all time, and he's doing a really good job at it. And I'm proud of him.
Good job, Dunsville.
Good job. Thumbs up for me.
I agree. However, my number 5 pick is Regulation Gameplay Roll the Dice Mario Party Jamboree. I love Mario Party Let's Plays. There's one of my favorite things. So I'll watch some random ass YouTuber, someone I don't know, 50 views even, just play some Mario Party, and it's a good time. This one is by Regulation Gameplay, and it's just a 4 friends just hanging out and playing some Mario Party. Lots of crazy shenanigans happen, technical difficulties. It's crazy, and it's just so fun to watch. Like, everyone's just having a good time, and I like that. I just like to watch that. So it has got to be the best Mario Party playthrough that came out this year.
I agree. And while we're on the topic of regulation, I was gonna mention it a little later, but since you brought it up first, can we get a shout out to the Rooster Teeth crew, like all of them, that lost their jobs because of Warner Brothers?
Please go, Blake. Please go to those accounts.
So we follow Regulation, which is the continuation of Fuckface, the podcast that had Jeff Ramsey,
Gerpler.
Got the
Gerpler merch.
Jeff Ramsey, Gavin Free, Andrew Panton, plus Nick Schwartz and Eric Bedua. So those guys are over at Regulation, Regulation Podcast or Regulation Gameplay, as the video we were just talking about. There's also 100% Eat, which is a continuation of, what was it called?
Face Jam.
Face Jam, which has some... I don't listen to it, but I kind of want to if I had more time. And there's also Red Web, which is still going under the same name. Those guys, like, man, just listen to it. It's a cool podcast.
It's so cool, yeah.
And anyone else, like, those are just the guys we've continued to follow. We never got too much into Rooster Teeth to begin with, though, but I just wanted to bring that up now.
Please go support anyone from Rooster Teeth. They could use the support.
Yes.
Greatly.
Whether they continued what they were doing or are doing something new, or even, hey, if they don't do any of this stuff anymore, that's perfectly fine as well. But
so good job, Regulation, for making my top 5.
What number am I on?
I did 5.
4. You did 5. So I'm on number 4, which is Yoshi is a Mammal by Mario Unhinged. This video, the less I say about it, the better. Just go watch it. Yeah, one of the best things recommended to me, and one of the best YouTubers I discovered this year, although he didn't start this year. Absolutely insane. Amazing
video. Thank you very much for showing me it too as well. My number 4 is Eddie Burback Apple $350,000 Nightmare.
I think I put that video on and off the list like 5 times. It was so good.
Yes, it was just like it was released at the perfect time when like all this AI and weird technology junk was floating around, and it really gives really good insight how you can't take technology way too far, and just a really good and insightful video. Highly recommend it.
I agree. I mean, Eddie Burback, I kind of just got into him this year because, like, I used to not like him for no reason. I tend to do that, and now I like him.
Yeah,
and that was a good video to really solidify
for someone who used to be huge Apple tech nerds as kids. You know,
okay, I
was a part of it too, and
I used to watch like everything Apple Pro, Unbox Therapy, and then I didn't have a Pro surgery, like house tours, and he was showing off his money. I'm just like, okay. Yeah, I've since fallen out of like keeping up with Apple because I hate them now, and like I hate them even more after this. It's just an unnecessary thing that's just removing some of the point of existence.
Exactly.
All right, my number 3 is the Regulation Podcast Kicker Picker Repicker.
Guess what my number 3 pick was?
We actually had it.
Is the Regulation Podcast Kicker Picker Repicker.
Talking about regulation, they're just some of the most fun people to watch. I can watch them play or talk about anything, and I'm interested. Even like like solo conversations. Like I listen to So Alright, which is Jeff Ramsey talking about whatever. He talks about basketball for 20 minutes. I'm still there. I'll listen to it. I don't care about any of it. But this was the perfect example of them just like, they go to do something, and through a series of very easily avoidable miscommunications, they go on this, it's literally a downward spiral of absolute madness and insanity.
It's phenomenal. It's just, you just gotta watch it to believe it, honestly.
Yeah, watch the Kicker Picker first, and then watch the Kicker Picker Repicker for the context of Kicker Picker Repicker. That's my recommendation. That's our number 3 pick. My number 2, this was hard. 1 and 2 were particularly hard, but I'm actually like kind of upset I put it number 2 because it's like it could go either way. Number 2, the Silver Campaign from Lythero.
Number 2.
Number 2, because of something that came out earlier in the year, but not only was the hype huge for this, but like it delivered and like exceeded the hype. This was one of the greatest videos probably ever. I dropped my phone.
Good thing you didn't hit the record button.
My life is ruined. I'm a mess.
Yeah, no. So that's a phenomenal video, and I will talk about it if it comes up later in this video.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Brutal Moose TGI Fridays Frozen Foods. I really
interesting.
This one is just such a joy to watch. Honestly, it was like just seeing someone like actually experiment and to do something different with a already like fresh format. So it's like it just feels really good. I love like the continuation off of his already existing like series that he's doing. It's really good. I love Brutal Moose, and this is my favorite video he's released this year.
I agree. And my number 1 pick, as I get back up, reposition. You were seeing, you know what exactly what I say, don't you?
I forgot the title.
Sega Rally Championship by Pandemonium Reviews every US Saturn game. I was blown away. That's all. That's like that. Yeah, it's like 4 hours. I think it's nearly 4-hour documentary about a Sega Saturn game that I had never heard of before. I never had any intention of playing, despite my love for the Saturn and the few games I've played that came out on it. Pandemonium is a guy that I found while I had my summer job, where I was at a snack trailer where like no one would show up, so I was just watching YouTube and playing video games all day basically. I found this guy and I just binged all of his stuff, and then he starts coming out with documentaries like hour long, and then it's like 2 hours long, and then this one comes out and it's 4 hours long. Again, a game I never heard of, and it's just so good. Like, he's probably one of the best documentarians. Is that the word?
Yeah,
documentarians on
sure.
YouTube?
Yeah.
I mean, the way he presents everything, and then he still fits the review in there. Like, there's probably only like 30 minutes of actual like game review, which is what the goal of his channel is, as you can tell by the title, to review every US Saturn game. But like, I don't know, man. I was obsessed with this video. I watched it in probably like 4 or 5 chunks, and all I was doing was thinking about watching the next chunk.
Good job, Pandemonium Reviews.
And I can guess what your number 1 is.
My number 1 is Lythero, The Silver Campaign.
The Silver Campaign.
This one, like he said, the hype was really big. I unfortunately missed the live streams, but the edited versions are so funny. It really just reminds you how cool it is to be a Sonic fan sometimes.
Not only that, but like a Sonic fan in the good part of the community.
Yes,
where no one likes him.
The animations that were commissioned were all just beautiful, super high quality. Like just the jokes and everything, the scenarios that happen is just so fun. A lot of memes came out of it, like just in the Sonic fandom in general, not even just due to the Lythero fan base. It got really popular, and it's just like gotta be my favorite video that I've watched this year. It was so funny, made me laugh so many times, and it just gets my utmost respect.
I think if we were talking pure entertainment, that would be number 1 for me. And like I said, it was really close, but I just think the surprise of Pandemonium's review and like just he went above and beyond in every aspect of it too. Like he got so many interviews. He was just insane. So this is, I think it's easy to pick a overall number one though. Since
yes.
So it is. You say it because I can't talk.
It is Lythero's Silver Campaign.
Thumbs up.
Good job, Lythero, and to all the amazing animators that also worked on it. My gosh, I could never edit those videos. Those edits are.
It would take
phenomenal.
me a year.
It's
to edit all of that together in a cohesive way.
So good. Good job, team.
Another talented editor like Brutomoose. Mm-hmm. Hey everyone, Editing Jason here, and I just want to let you know that we forgot to talk about YouTuber of the Year. Long story short, it's DankPods. Congratulations to Dank on the decisive victory that would have been an interesting discussion, but you don't get to hear it because we weren't going to set up the green screen again. That is all. Enjoy your day. Alright, on to more important things. Game we didn't play of the year. This is a game that we didn't play, just like the movie. So there is a lot, since as you can tell by our back catalog of content, we like video games. They're the most fun media. Why?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm losing it. Are you gonna go first? Did I go first last time?
I'll go first. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl.
It's a good one.
Super good. It looks really good. Like, it looks really fun.
The story behind it is it's probably one of those where the story behind it's more interesting because like a Ukrainian developer, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yep. And the war happened.
Yeah, phenomenal. Good job, guys. Can't wait to play it when I eventually get to it.
I specifically bought the first game with the intent of playing all three before 2 came out. It didn't happen. And with that, my number 6 is Stellar Blade. When this was revealed, I thought it looked dumb and stupid and boring, but when I saw gameplay, it actually looked really fun. Very like quick action and like snappy combos and stuff like that. It looks enjoyable. One of the PS5 games to come out. There weren't many, so I didn't pick it up because I don't know what. Something else was coming out at that time.
Yeah.
That I bought instead, but I don't remember. So it was obviously good. All right.
My number 5 pick is Concord. I wish I could have played this game. I wish I could have gotten the platinum. I wish, I could experience this game. But no, they decided to shut down the servers in just
It wasn't $40.
It was $40 and it was only up for 2 weeks. And
what am I supposed to do with 2 weeks of game?
Only 69 people got the platinum trophy.
Nice.
Which is just so upsetting. Like, honestly, like, really? Like,
it should be illegal to do that.
It should be.
Sign the petition in the description if you're in the EU to make that illegal.
Mm-hmm. Please do. They need supporters.
All right. My number 5 is The Plucky Squire. This was the opposite of Stellar Blade, where I saw it and it looked very, 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 very cool. But then when it came out, I heard like middling reviews, so I didn't necessarily pick it up. And then I was kind of waiting for a physical, but then Limited Run was doing it, so I didn't care. That's about all I have to say for it. Look, it's one of the coolest ideas for a game.
Yeah, definitely get it if I was on sale or something. My number 4 pick is, or I'm gonna butcher this name, but Arzette, The Jewels of Faramore. It's the Zelda CDI inspired game, and I really wish I actually do have the physical version. Yes, I just haven't played it because I put it in my closet. I just kind of forgot I had it. But,
I didn't know you had it.
Yeah, I forgot. I got it from Limited Run actually, but I just forgot I had it. So I need to play that soon. But yeah, like, super cool that this meme exists solely because of YouTube Hoops and how popular they've gotten. Yeah. And it's just really cool to see them like actually capture like a style that really should be forgotten in a game that should be forgotten, that no one should know about, but the internet just kept it alive. And it's cool just to see, that inspiration finally take off. So yeah, definitely really cool. Can't wait to try it out.
All right, my number 4 is Animal World. I think this was shadow dropped, and I heard that like Donkey Studio made it, and I think that's really funny. But apparently it's really good. I just never got it. I just didn't have a lot of money this year, which didn't help. But I also my backlog was huge, and I accidentally played like 60 hours of Dragon's Dogma in preparation for Dragon's Dogma 2, which took up way too much time. That might have been why I didn't buy Stellar Blade. I think it's because I was playing the first Dragon's Dogma. But yeah, Animal Well looks fantastic.
And with that, my number 3 pick is Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I was actually playing. I never played any of the Prince of Persia games, but this one looked really fun, and I was going to pick it up, but I just never got to it.
That's annoying. But
it is. It was going to be one of those games that were like an impulse buy that I just go to Target and I pick up, but I just never did. Really wish I would have played this year. I hear it's one of the best Metroidvanias there is. And I like that genre, so I can't wait to play it. Really cool for the Prince of Persia team to actually make something that's, freshens up the franchise and gets new people into it. Screw Ubisoft for kind of shutting it down, though. Not really doing anything with it.
Not great, guys. All right, my number 3, Penny's Big Breakaway.
Oh, that's a good
This game looks fun, but I think all 3 of these indie games were me waiting for a physical and then finding out it was through limited run, which means it was going to be expensive and take 20 years to ship. So I just never got it. Plus, they like to do this thing where I'll buy something from their store and then they put it on Amazon, which has the Prime shipping.
Yeah.
And then so it's like, I don't know when to buy it from them or not.
Right.
So yeah, that was a big miss for me. I was like really excited to play it, and then I think when it came out, I was just like, for some reason my drive went away, but then it came back towards the end of the year, and that's why it's on this list.
Cool. My number 2 pick is Squirrel with a Gun. He played the game. Yeah. I watched it, and it looks super fun, cheap, and it kind of harkens back to that like AA 6th generation style of game where it's just like gameplay first, everything else second. And it's just like, goofy idea. It looks fun, good game to pop in with some friends and just have fun. So
very good streaming game.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to play it.
Now, number 2 is a repeat, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. Like I said, I bought the first one, never played the first one, because I'm bad with my backlog. My priorities are always wrong. But yeah, not to repeat too much, it looks very good for an indie game. Well, maybe not indie, but smaller team, I should say. And like that franchise has kind of been very intriguing to me for the past couple of years. So, yeah.
And that leads me to my number 1 pick of game we didn't play of the year. It's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. If I would have played the Final Fantasy games even a year ago, I would have picked this one up and I would have been addicted to it. It looks absolutely phenomenal. Can't wait for the PC port. I don't know, is the PC port out yet?
I don't know.
Well, if it is or isn't, can't wait for that. Looks super good. The production value and everything behind it looks just top notch. And I love Final Fantasy VII.
They have CG cutscenes in there.
It's yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah, when now everything's being all real time, it's cool to have some high quality CGI stuff in there.
I'm someone who doesn't want them to go away. I like it when there's a super high quality, FMV, I guess they'd still be called. Especially as someone who played the original Final Fantasy VII this year for the first time. Very good. It's part of the style. It's you gotta have your pre-rendered cutscenes if you're remaking a PS1 game, in my opinion.
Right, agreed. So, good job, Square Enix.
My number 1 is completely different, Dragon's Dogma 2. As mentioned, I played a lot of the first game, and I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. My goal was to play it and then buy the second one and play it. But the first one took me so long that I figured that, I'd wait till this year, which is a good thing because I got it for Christmas, so I didn't even have to buy it.
Good.
So that's gonna be pretty much when I'm done with Final Fantasy VIII. So in like 3 years. Now we have to pick one. What do you think? We didn't have many. The only one we both had was Stalker 2, wasn't it?
Yeah. I still think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth deserves it. No. I see Dragon Dogma 2. Let's go Dragon Dogma 2.
You sure? Well, I can go with Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
The only thing is that neither of us have played the first one either. So that kind of puts. That's why it wasn't on my list. Because yeah, I would have liked to play it, but I wouldn't have been able to this year because I would have had to play the remake.
Yeah. Let's do Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the game we didn't play of the year.
Good job.
Now on to my favorite named category, game we played but it didn't come out this year of the year. This is a game, well, the title says it all, but just to be more precise, it can't have come out this year, but we had to have played it for the first time this year.
Right.
And I say this year, even though we're recording it next year. You know what I mean? You started the last one, right?
Yep.
I will put at number 6, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. This was very enjoyable. I was expecting to like it, but not to love it, but I actually kind of love it. Especially since this was like the only franchise where I managed to play the new one and the old one in this year. So very proud of myself for that. It's very cool. The audio work is amazing. That's about it.
That is a good choice. My choice for number 6 is Pokemon Y. We played the Pokemon games together, the X and Y. I chose Y, he chose X. Get hyped up for is Pokemon's Legend Z to A. And it was fine. Like, it was just fun, just for like the story, like the really bad story, and very nostalgic too.
Just watching them fumble all of their good ideas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, they would introduce something, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool, and then they would drop it so hard, like right away. And it's like, oh, okay.
It was still really, really fun. That's why I made my number 6.
That's a cool pick. My number 5. Oh, I forgot to put this at number 5. Final Fantasy VI. I played the Pixel remaster, but this was my first time playing any version. Am I boring you?
Keep going.
It's not only is it a fantastic game, but the remaster is like so good. Like, fully orchestrating Final Fantasy music was dangerous because it is legitimate perfection. But like very, very, very cool for a not just like a SNES game, but like 16-bit in general. I mean, it's the only RPG. Well, no, because I played the Mother games before, Earthbound. It's definitely more impressive and more like groundbreaking than Earthbound. Although I think I do enjoy Earthbound a little more. It was very, just so cool to like experience that, even though it wasn't on the original hardware. Blech.
Agreed. Really cool. I just played it on the SNES and I thought it was freaking awesome.
The opera sequence was cool.
It was super cool. My number 5 pick is Paper Mario on the N64. I want to get in the Paper Mario series. With all like the controversies and everything and the discussions, I had to try it out eventually. Decided to try it out. Really good, like surprisingly just like nice and cozy, like not too like crazy or anything. Really good art style, really good combat. The characters are actually like imaginative and not just generic like Goombas or Boos. Like they're actually like they feel like their own character, and it's really cool. I like how it expands on the Mushroom Kingdom and the Mario universe. Can't wait to play the next few games.
That's a good pick. My number 4, Dead Space 2. I intended on playing one Dead Space game a year, but I forgot last year. So this October, I made sure I played Dead Space 2, and man, was that a good time. Like, I don't think it's as scary, obviously, but the improvements to the combat and just the game feel and just it make it so much more enjoyable. Well, not so much, but it makes it more enjoyable than the first one. It's also really fun playing these on, like, I've been buying the discs on PC, which is really fun to do because it's like, this was right when PC gaming was becoming like actually good and not just like another platform that they would poorly port things to. So very interesting using mouse and keyboard controls for that, but I've been enjoying it a lot. So this year now, 2025 is when I'll play Dead Space 3 and find out why it's bad.
Good. My number, what is it, 3? No, 4. My number 4 pick is Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh yeah, you played that this year.
Yep, and oh boy, phenomenal game. Like, it really, like, even like with Scroll like Gun, it just harkens back to that 6th generation of just like AAA,
but on like or the good end of that spectrum.
Double A, yeah, like double A games that kind of get thrown to the sideline or get shadowed on their like really big games. Really sucks what happened to Tango Game Studios. Glad to see that they're like making games now, making a sequel to it, and that's super cool. I'm excited for it. Well, yeah, super cool game. Very unique, very different. Glad it's being ported to a lot of consoles, so a lot of people can play it. Highly recommend.
That's a good pick. I played it the year it came out, and it was phenomenal. No surprise, my number 3 pick is Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen.
Whoa.
I don't know if I enjoyed it more than like Dead Space 2, and it definitely wasn't as impressive as Final Fantasy 6 or Hellblade. It was more my surprise. Mm-hmm. Like, I had no idea what it was going into it, except that it was a Western-style RPG that Capcom made, which I thought was kind of funny. But it was actually really good. It had just the perfect amount of 7th gen jank. Like, your pawns are so funny. The world is like, it's big and fast, but like, you don't really feel like it's a chore to travel through, except like the canyon. I hated running through the canyon, but other than that, yeah, like the story kind of sucked, especially the ending. But I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. Like, it's been a while since I just kind of like plopped myself into a world with no context and like just had fun running around. Like, not even Breath of the Wild did that for me. So yeah, good times with Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen.
Yeah, you spent a lot of time. I pretty much took you the whole summer.
Yeah, I think I started in like May and didn't finish it till like August.
My number 3 pick is Grand Theft Auto 4. Like, honestly, it's just like,
I mean, what's to be said about GTA 4, right?
It's great. The characters are great. The world is great. Liberty City is so fun to explore. Like, the story is just so engaging, and it like, I know like a lot of people like GTA 5, and that's fair, but I just think 4 is just overall the better game with like the overall better characters. Like, the characters are just more fleshed out, and it's like you care a little bit about them more. And the story is really good, and the gameplay feels like actually good, unlike the last like 3 that came before.
Good pick. This is the most surprising one on my list. Number 2 is Lego Dimensions, and I'm not even done with it.
Oh boy!
This is the longest game I've ever played in my life. It keeps going. Like, it just doesn't stop. It keeps going forever, but it's so fun. It's the best Lego game. It's expensive. I've probably spent over $1,000 on it at this point, because you gotta buy all the Lego sets, and some of them are expensive for no reason. Like, I haven't bought Beetlejuice yet because it's $80 for Beetlejuice. It costs $80. It cost $80 for a Beetlejuice set. But the game itself is really fun. It's creative. Honestly, the best levels are the ones based off of video games, which I don't know if that says anything, but the Portal 2 level was fantastic. It was like a story, actually. It was so good. Yeah. So, yeah, Lego Dimensions, good job.
And with that, my second pick is Silent Hill 1 for the PS1. That is, like, really took me by surprise at how good that was. Like, the atmosphere is perfectly well done. The gameplay, like, it may look clunky at first, but it literally takes like an hour for you to get used to it, and it's like second nature, honestly. The combat is so good. Like, the story, while I don't like how it has, like, all these multiple endings, it's so pretty engaging and all mysterious. Probably one of the best horror games I've ever played in my life. It is seriously amazing. I can, like, it's like one of the games, like, the more you play it, the faster you'll beat it. Like, my first playthrough was 7-8 hours, and my second playthrough was like 4 hours. And then it was around 3 hours actually. So, like, it's one of the games that's just really fun to master, and I can't wait to play more of it. Honestly, I can just replay it whenever I want.
That's a good pick. And with that, my number one game I did play this year, but it didn't come out this year of the year, is Final Fantasy VII. Big surprise, it's good.
Oh!
The characters, the world, the atmosphere, the graphics, the everything, like, and like playing this on an actual PlayStation 1, on an actual CRT, is one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. Just period. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly,
it is one of those games that you're just blown away by how big it is, how good it looks, all of the CGI cutscenes.
Even coming off of remasters, like, I didn't play the original version of any of the 2D ones. It still, like, is an improvement over them. Like, even over the Pixel remaster, like, the only thing you're missing is the fully orchestrated music. But I'm glad they haven't done that, because I think you would die. I think you would die listening to fully orchestrated Final Fantasy VII music, because it's just that good.
Yeah, definitely a game way ahead of its time.
And, like, playing 8 now,
yeah,
like, it looks better, but that's it.
Yeah,
everything else sucks.
Yeah.
It's like 8 should have been 7 and 7 should have been 8. It feels like they're flopped.
Yeah.
But
it does.
I could gush about 7 for a long time, so I'm gonna stop now.
My number one pick is Metroid Prime.
I forgot you did that.
Yeah, it was just like getting lost in this really cool, like, I think it is Planet Zebes that you explore. And it's just like you just get stuck in that atmosphere, and like exploration is really cool. Like, it's the third time I tried playing it and I always dropped it, but then this time I actually like sat down and dedicated myself to it, and I turned out to really like it. I thought like exploring everything was cool. All the different like sectors you explore is super nice. The combat, while janky, it is super janky, and you don't really get used to it, but it works, I think. And I bet in the remaster on the Switch, it's much better. The graphics are phenomenal, probably like the best on the GameCube, honestly. It looks gorgeous. Yeah, no, definitely like one of the best games on the GameCube.
And I don't think we can really pick an overall winner.
Yeah.
Since we played such different things.
But I think Final Fantasy VII deserves the crown.
Look at that. In a surprise move, Final Fantasy VII takes the game we didn't... I keep messing that up. Let me read it. Game we played, but it didn't come out this year of the year.
Good job.
All right. It's the big one. You ready for this?
I am so ready.
It is time for Game of the Year.
It's what you all been waiting for, folks. This is it.
To replace the Keeley Awards, we are going to do better than him by picking actual fucking video games, unlike Elden Ring, which is a expansion. I don't care how long it is. The developers build it and sold it as an expansion, so that's what it is. No Elden Ring here.
No Elden Ring here. No DLC here.
No DLC.
Real
no
raw
updates,
ass games.
No cosmetic skins. Where does the line end, Keeley? I want him to nominate a skin.
A Fortnite skin.
For game.
Yeah.
Like the John Wick skin wins Game of the Year.
All right, I will go first.
I have 5. How many
I have 5 too.
All right.
But we didn't play a lot of games because games are $70
and
now.
I spent 60 hours in Dragon's Dogma accidentally.
Yeah, so, but don't worry. For number 5 is, for me, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Such a labor of love for a licensed game, honestly. Like, all the characters you can play, all the settings from all the Dragon Ball universes, like, it's just so, like, just oozing with quality and love, and the combat is so good and snappy and just fun to learn. I wish I played more than 4 hours of it, though. I just haven't gotten around to it, but from what I played, it is just so good and so fun. I can't wait to start seeing more of this game appear, like, online and stuff. Like, I think this is going to be like one of the bigger fighting games, honestly. Unfortunately, it lost to Tekken 8, which I hear is also phenomenal. But, you know, I mean, I'm not a Tekken guy, so
I wouldn't know about either of those. Because my number 5 pick was Squirrel with a Gun.
Whoa.
It's a solid little game. Solid as in fun, not good. It's very, like, janky and glitchy and poorly designed in some areas, but similar to, like, Hi-Fi Rush, like I was saying, it's on the opposite spectrum of Hi-Fi Rush, where it's 7th gen or 6th gen, more so jank and B level with, like, but it's just fun. Mm-hmm. It was just like the right type of game that I needed at the time. So yeah, number 5, Squirrel with a Gun.
My number 4 pick is Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
I forgot to play this game.
I played actually even less than Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but I had a lot of fun with it. I want to play more of it. It just hasn't really, like, grasped me yet. I know if I play, like, again, like, you know, I'll really get into it. But no, like, really cool ideas. I'm really glad they're actually continuing the top-down Zelda games. It feels that they're kind of, like, straying really far away from that after the 3DS era, and they've all been really good. I'm glad that Link's Awakening did well enough so they could actually make this game. No, Grezzo did a surprisingly good job making their own Zelda game. I'm impressed.
I do like that they did that.
Oh no, we're in the void. Go?
Oh my gosh, what happened?
Well, we'll be right back as we try to get out of the void.
What was that?
I don't know. I can't see anything.
Whoa! We did it! We killed the monster!
Out of the void now.
To talk about I lost it. Where did it? Okay, I found it. Yeah, you were on number 4, right?
Yes.
My number 3. No, my number. Just asked you.
Number 4.
My number 4 pick is Super Mario Party Jamboree. It's really fun. It's good Mario Party. Good single player.
Is there? Yeah.
The best single player in a Mario Party.
Actually, pretty fun. I enjoyed the single player and the multiplayer too. Like, actually, it's like my second favorite Mario Party underneath 6. They did a really, really good job with this one. Actually, I'm surprised.
It's up there too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not much else to say. I didn't try. Completely forgot to try the other modes that weren't just party mode, but I bet they're good.
It's funny because my number 3 pick is Mario Party Jamboree.
Whoa, one above.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy how that works. So I just go now?
Yep, just go.
Why does it keep... Okay, no, I just keep losing it. I think it moves itself. Number 3, Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Stupid name. It's reversed.
I didn't notice that until now. Wow.
They reversed the name, which docks it points. Other than that, like, I think this is more like of an important game than a good game. Not to say it's bad, but, like, I think every single person should play at least the first Hellblade game, because it's like, you know, it's using the interactive medium to put you in a position you could never actually be in without having, actual, I forget the name of the term, psychosis, that's the word. And it's like, this is just really good. And there's like a little, like, 20-minute video that they include with it, and it just talks about, like, how, you know, the development wise, like how they handled it. They talked to some of the people they've talk to who have psychosis and how those people react to the game. And it's just insane what they managed to pull off. Again, with a relatively small team. Like, Microsoft has good developers. They just need to use them to make video games that aren't Call of Duty.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just just a better version of the first game, which was already very solid.
Which brings me to my second pick, Astrobot. I platinumed. It's the only game I platinumed this year.
Guess what? That's my second pick.
It's super, super good. Like, it may seem like generic just by looking at like the cover and stuff, but once you start playing the game, it's like all these cool ideas are just being thrown at you constantly. Like, it's very Mario Galaxy inspired, and it's just so cool how they actually like take that and run with it.
It's inspired by like every platform.
Pretty much, but mostly like Galaxy. I mean, they sell themselves. But yeah, like, just super, super fun.
Game of the Year recipient. Jeff Keighley did something right.
Yay! Thank you, Jeff.
But we're still replacing you.
We're replacing you. Watch out, you better look out, alright?
Well, I think we both have the same number 1 if we have the same number 2.
I think so. So let's...
The video game of 2024 is Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. They did it.
They finally
made a good Sonic game.
And of course, it's just a remake of Generations.
With a good other thing attached to it.
Yep.
I think, in my opinion, that Generations is like good, maybe great in some areas. I don't like boost gameplay nearly as much as the other Sonic gameplays. It's better than Lost World. But when I played Shadow Generations, that just clicked with me.
They did it.
I don't know if it was the controls. I think it was the controls. Like, it just works for me now. And I had so much fun playing that game. I even played it a little bit after I was done. Like, that's how good it was. I don't know.
I would 100%
I don't normally do that because I am a play it and move on type of guy. But I was coming back to it occasionally.
100%ing it is pretty tedious, but it was super fun.
It looks boring.
It's fun. It was so fun though, and it took me like 18 hours to do. And for $50, you get a lot of game. You get Sonic Generations and Shadow Generations.
Yeah,
That's
they messed up the script of Generations somehow, which
that's kind of
funny because it was already terrible,
and it made it worse somehow.
But other than that, it's a very good, very good.
Very good. Yes, good. Congratulations, Sonic team, for making another.
I'm just impressed
game.
that they did it.
Yeah, me
because
too.
it has literally been since Generations that there was a universally loved Sonic game out there. I know it's not perfect, but by the standards of the franchise, it might as well be.
All right, I think that does it for the game of the year.
Does it
the Midnight High game of the year?
The Midnight Vibes.
Midnight Vibes game of the year.
We've only made one video since then, so I'm not surprised you forgot.
So
we will upload more.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to be like Scott and make false promises to you.
Thank you very much for watching. Share this. Subscribe if you want more. And
if in order to take over Jeff Keighley, you need to share it. We need to get to 1 more billion views, okay? Not just 1 million, not just 1 billion, a more billion. We need to give us so much money that we can buy the Spider-Man rights off of Sony and make better Morbiverse movies, but still bad ones in the good way.
Thank you so much for watching. See you later. See you next year. Haha. See you next year.
Oh, you can hear my cracking. That's just my wrist.
Ow.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Everyone, look. The snow is here. It's returned. Our wishes have come true.